Hello, everyone. It's me, Joel Stanley, the DCE at First Presbyterian Church in Richmond, Kentucky, here with another fantastic activity for you today as part of our gifted VBS program where we study all the different creative ways that God has gifted us and the ways that we can use those gifts in God's service. It's day 5 today, and that is the last day, and I am sad to see it all wind down and end, but I'm also glad to be with you here today. And today we're going to be working on this, which if you look in your packets, you should find one of these satchels in there, okay? And the idea, excuse me, the idea is that you are supposed to decorate this satchel however you want, okay? I just used some markers and I put Joel's gifts on there, but you can decorate the satchel however you want, and that's the activity for today. Well, that's part 1 of the activity, and part 2 of the activity is to think about what to put inside the satchel. Okay? Now, the idea behind this is that we have spent all week, or not all week, but all month, looking at all the different ways that God has gifted us. He's gifted us with the ability to sing. He's gifted us with the ability to paint. He's gifted us with the ability to draw, to sculpt, to do puppeteering, to look at things in new and fantastic ways. We have all of these wonderful creative gifts that God has given to us. And so on this, the last day after going through all of that, we thought that we would give you a little bit of a tool belt so that you could keep the things that you need to do the gifts that God has gifted you with. All right? So you're gonna have to spend a little bit of time thinking about it, right? And we were thinking that you could pick one of the gifts or one of the creative ways that we express ourselves that really resonated with you. Maybe it was drawing, or maybe it was painting, or for me, it was when we did the puppets, because I do really like to do puppets, I'll tell you that. Okay? And then after you've picked out which of those artistic outlets really resonated with your soul and that you truly, truly enjoy, you spend some time in thinking, what are the tools that you need? What are the tools that you need to do this gift, right? And so if you are a drawer, right, you might need a pencil, and you might need an eraser, and you might need a notepad, and those are the things that you would need. And so you would get a pencil and a paper and a notepad, and you would put it into your handy little gift satchel that would hold all the tools that you need to use God's gifts in God's service, right? And or maybe if you were, say, a painter, you might need some paints and some paint brushes and maybe some paper to paint on, right? Me, since I am doing the puppets, I'll tell you what I put in here, all right? Because I enjoy puppets. In here, I have put just a whole bunch of these, all right? These are safety pins, and whenever I'm doing puppets, if I have to put Zach in a different outfit, my goodness, it is great to have a bunch of safety pins around because I can just pin them up, and clothes don't necessarily stay on a puppet so well, but if you pin it down really well, then it does, okay? So I've just got a whole bunch of safety pins in here, and then I also went ahead and I put myself a little notebook and a pencil because I am always having ideas for the puppet plays that I do, and I don't know when those ideas are going to come to me, right? And so it is very handy to have a little notebook and a little pencil so that as they do, I can write those things down. And so those were the tools that I decided that I needed to have with me, right, as a puppeteer. Okay? So maybe you're an artist. What kind of tools do you need? Right? Or maybe you're a musician. What kind of tools do you need? Or maybe you're a sculptor. What kind of tools do you need? Or maybe you're maybe you're dramatic and you're good with acting. What kind of tools would you need for that? All right, so spend some time thinking about what you need to do your gifts for God, and then that's what I want you to put in your satchel, right? In your satchel, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing Well, first of all, what you think your gifts are, right? So when we have the Zoom meeting, we'll talk about what you decided your gifts were. And then I'm also excited to see what you've decided to put in this satchel so that you can have the right tools to use your gifts when the time comes. And now listen, this has been a fantastic month for me. I have really enjoyed myself, and I hope that you've enjoyed yourself too. And this, I can't wait until we can do it again next year. So until then, I'll go ahead and sign off and say to everybody, goodbye and God bless.